Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the long-gestating new drama Minamata. And this focuses on photojournalist Eugene Smith, who travels back to Japan where he documents the devastating effects of mercury poisoning in coastal communities. And this is from director Andrew Levitas, who I haven't seen his only other film that he's directed, Lullaby, but I've seen quite a few films that he has had his fingers on in terms of touch. But you have Johnny Depp as Smith, who gives a really great performance. This is a committed performance. It's not over the top, it's not ridiculous, it's not phoned in. It's emotional, it's meaningful, it's charismatic, and it sets up a lot of things with this character of going to this place, really trying to make a difference, but really introspectively trying to figure out his own life and what really matters to him. And, this film takes a lot of time with him when I feel like it could have legitimately just focused on this tragedy, this mercury poisoning, what it's doing to the people. And I understand he was an important figure in real life, but did this really need to focus on him and not the actual story and what was going on there? And hopefully this does and really bring attention to different kinds of atrocities. Obviously, this one took place long ago, but even the credits of this film has a whole bunch of videos of all kinds of significant epidemics throughout this 20th century into the 21st century. I have to say that the narrative's a little muddled. This is a 2-hour film, and pacing-wise, there's points where it just really lags and doesn't really feel very important or satisfying. But along this ride, you get plenty to work with. There's a real sense of tension between those trying to fight for rights and trying to reduce this mercury poisoning versus the big companies that can't afford to meet their demands. And you have powerful moments throughout where there's character moments, there's just, the moments where things start really happening in the story. You could feel that. Minami, who plays Eileen, who is the woman that really connects with Smith and brings him along to this place, they have great chemistry together, Depp and Minami, and I feel like she's a great addition to this cast. Hiroyuki Sanada is fantastic as always as the leader of this kind of rebellious group. He is a strong presence. He just adds so much every single film that he pops up in. You have Jun Kunimura, who plays the head of this company that's causing all this poisoning, and it's interesting watching him throughout the film being no, we're not paying for this, but we care. And it's just but do you? And that kind of dynamic. And, this film has a lot of baggage and political intrigue to it. And I hope that it does garner a lot of attention for things like this. But there is some argument that could be had that they should have focused more on the victims and less of the Johnny Depps who are making these movies, or the Christopher Nolans, and those kinds of people that, do they really need that kind of rub and focus when this easily could have just been focused on this funeral and, the more cultural things that happened, not just from Johnny Depp's perspective. And it would have benefited from a little less of that white savior kind of trope of coming in and taking these photos and really making a difference and helping out certain population of people. But in the end, I think it's a strong and emotional outing from Levitas and from Depp. It's good to see him in something where he's committed and not just phoning it in and doing the same exact Jack Sparrow kind of thing. But no, this is a strong drama and definitely worth your time. But those are my thoughts on Minamata. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.